talking about it because it is evolving now only. Maybe last 5 or 6 years. So that is why it should be our institute should also take it should be in front, and we should be taught first of all the trainers. Then we have to train the people also. Okay. So you are before sorry. When you are coming. Okay. So I connect with something. Should I say so? You can. Okay.
Speaker பக்கத்துல மைக் ஆன் ஆயிருக்கு. எதுமே இல்ல சார். மேல அத ஆஃப் பண்ணி.
Okay, otherwise I use other mic. It is okay. Always mic will be a problem. That is why I usually bring this mic with me. Okay, so shall I have it? I'll switch it off. Hello. Okay. So
அந்த புது மைக்
not a problem. Okay.
அது பேட்டரி போடணும்ல.
Okay. So
எடுத்துட்டாங்க.
ஆமா. Where were we? Yes, our language. So our language is definitely a must for us. Maybe slowly we should be learning. It's a wonderful language again. So we are not telling to, as someone was telling in the morning also, we should not be learning coding. As chartered accountants, we are not supposed to learn coding. We are not programmers. We are not programmers, so we need not or we should not learn coding. But if you are having interest in technology, then immediately what will you do? Start doing it. Coding only. First step is that. Okay. Coding. Starting, how will you write a formula? Without writing Excel formula, what will happen? Nothing will happen. So that is the when we are starting the coding, right? Can you understand? So you are telling to the system something to do. The system is a machine. It cannot understand. Okay. Anyway, so today the concept is low code, no code. In our language, you are not going to code any library, or you are not going to code anything, but at least how to import that library and then start doing it. Okay. Example, I will tell one simple use case where we can use our language. Because today if you go through maybe Power BI, you can see it is directly connecting with R. See, have you ever seen Microsoft, which is a proprietary company? It is now helping, or it is not, it is accommodating open source technology and all. Think about it. You can't even think Microsoft like this. But today, if you are not collaborative, you will be thrown away. So Google BigQuery, I should be allowed to work from Power BI. Okay? Anyway, so in Power BI, one use case I wanted to tell. Suppose our clients are giving a PDF file. How to import the PDF file? You might have seen in Power Query. Suppose that PDF is having a password. You know the password, account opening password. You know. How will you open using Power Query? In Power Query, there is no facility to open a PDF file with the password. Then you need what? A one line of R script. One line R script. Let me try to put it in the that R script maybe after the class is over in the WhatsApp group. Okay? One line of R script will give you what? Open the PDF and then enter into Power BI. Okay? Just one line of R script. Then you will think, oh my God. So this is really amazing. That's why coding is not required, friends. Everybody got shared it. In GitHub, in many places, people have shared it. Only thing is how to search and how to put. That is the thing we should learn. In 1 or 2 days, you can learn. Can you spend 2 days? Definitely you can spend 2 days. Nothing wrong with it. So in YouTube, if you are going 4 hours video without any advertisement, it is there, our language. Download our language, start using YouTube and then learn. Okay. That's all. No one will tell you. Anyway, so let us enter into Power BI. I am going to be a little bit fast in the sense I have to cover a lot of areas, but I will be, if I am not covering, not a problem. I think Deepika will be covering the balance. Okay, last batsman. So now let me go to Power BI. So hope you have opened the Power BI. So do you want to know about the timing, ma? Do you want to ask anything?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fruits of cancer.
Yes, ma.
நீங்களே கேட்டுருங்க.
நானே கேட்டுருமா? Okay. The karma sangadamana கேள்வி நானே கேட்டேன். So Deepika was trying to ask this question. If I will be taking classes up to 7:30, how many people will be sitting here? I have told her only we will be there.
No, sir. No, we will be there.
So these many people are here for you. Okay. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
50%?
Yes.
50%?
More than 50% is there. That is, see, when I was seeing the crowd in the morning, I was stunned. Oh my God, technology for this many people are here, like a conference here. It is like a mini conference. And let me tell you, see, even though I want to take about Power BI, I want to share this particular poem, which is written by our Avai party. Let me try to share, because வேறு வழி இல்லை சொல்லி தான் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. இனிது இனிது ஏகாந்தம் இனிது, which is very sweet in this world, being private. So in my room, if I am sitting like this, I am so sweet. இனிது இனிது ஏகாந்தம் இனிது, அதனினும் இனிது ஆதியை தொழுதல். So if you are praying God, that is also so sweet. Sweeter than what? Sweeter than you are private, because somebody is with you. Eternal tona ஒன்று இருக்குது. So if you are along with that is a sweet thing. இனிது இனிது ஏகாந்தம் இனிது, அதனினும் இனிது ஆதியை தொழுதல், அதனினும் இனிது அறிவினரோடு சேர்தல். See, what is sweeter than God? Sweeter than God. Same wavelength people, if they are meeting, that is so sweet than God. That's what Abhay says. 2000 years back, some ladies say, really amazing friends. So that's what now I have seen. Oh my God, these many people are having interest in income and technology with the child organizing. Oh my goodness, these are all my people. Like that I was having. Really. Right. So, இனிது இனிது ஏகாந்தம் இனிது, அதனினும் இனிது ஆதியை தொழுதல், அதனினும் இனிது அறிவினரோடு சேர்தல், அதனினும் இனிது அறிவுள்ளோரை கனவிலும் நனவிலும் காண்பதான. Even virtual meeting is also okay. In Zoom, even Zoom meeting is also okay. That's what she said. So let us meet in Zoom. Why should we come here? Right? Anyway, so let us enter into our Power BI. So have you gone inside? Are you getting the same screen, friends? So like this you have to train the people. You may be knowing lot. You may be knowing lot. It doesn't mean that I know lot. No, that's a different thing. But the point what I want to say is, don't give everything, okay? Because people may not digest. முட்டுச்சந்தா கூட்டு போய் தான் அடிக்கணும். ஸோ லைக் தட் தெளிய வச்சு தான் அடிக்கணும். ஒரே நாளில் அவ்வளோ சொல்லிட்டோம்னா கஷ்டமாக இருக்கு. பட் வி டோன்ட் ஹவ் டைம், தட்ஸ் அ ப்ராப்ளம். எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் நாட் ஹேவிங் டைம். Right. So OLAP, OLTP, what is the difference? I was telling about it. Let me show you what is the difference. Okay. So in Excel, I am going to tell you OLTP stands for online transaction processing, which is very fast. I need very fast working. But OLAP is for analytical processing. There I don't need the details. Okay. Example, for customer ID, if I want to print an invoice, how much of data I require? Invoice number, date, customer name, GST number, PAN number, address, serial number, product name, quantity, rate, discount, GST rate, all these things we need. My GST number, his GST number, with the Aadhaar number, bank account number, IFSC code, like that I need everything. But when we want to analyze, customer name is enough. Whether PAN number is required for analysis? No, right? Maybe, because of audit. Yes, sir, maybe. So, may be required, but the much of details we may not have in analytics. When we come for analytics, we are having huge data. I want to find out patterns. Okay? If you see one star, if you see 10 stars, they are all random. If you see 1 lakh stars, still they are random. If you are seeing crores of stars, then you are thinking that, oh my God, there is a pattern, galaxy is there. So likewise, if you are seeing one thread of my shirt, you are not having the pattern. You cannot see the pattern. But 1,000 threads if you are having, at least you may be having the pattern. So let me ask you, if you want to do analytics, friends, minimum 15 years of data you should see. How many of you have seen your clients 15 years data together? Raise your hands. 15 years data. See, let me tell you, IT Act 2000 says what? Not in Income Tax Act. Information Technology Act 2000 says what? Section 4 says, notwithstanding anything contained in any other act, anything in the form of digital is deemed to be in the form of paper. Okay? It says IT Act 2000. From the day onwards, we are not printing ledger. So think about it. How many years are gone now? 23 years are gone. Then why are you not taking 15 years of data? That's what I am asking. Tally 3, Tally 6, Tally 9, whatever may be the version. If it is in digital form, get it, extract, transform, load, ETL. Why should you ETL? இப்போ இருக்கிற டேட்டா எடுக்கிற ETL தேவையில்ல பாஸ். For taking today's data, there is no ETL required, maybe not required. JSON files are available. What about 5 years before? My marriage has been taken as a video cassette. Who is going to see that? That's a different point. So, it is in video cassette. We don't have video cassette player now. Likewise, our client will be having data in a zip drive. 100 MB zip drive. How many have you seen it? 100 MB zip drive. It may be available in that. How will you extract? That is what the concept of ETL in data warehousing. So if you want to know about the data analytics, you should be connecting with the data warehousing, data mining and all. Whatever I am talking is actually 2013. Overlap concept is 2013. So எப்போ சார் 2023 வர போகிறோம் அதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நாள் கலக்குது. So we should be first of all update ourselves to 2013. Right. So அப்போ ஓலாப்னா என்ன சார் ஷிஃப்ட்? வாட் இஸ் த ஷிஃப்ட்? இன்னும் கூட சொல்லலை நான். The suspense I am not even broken. So let me tell you the shift. Previously, RDBMS is entity relationship. Entity relationship. What is centric? Entity is centric, attributes are surrounding. Entity is centric, attributes are surrounding. For that, we had a database called row-based database. Now, our entire shift is that we are now making fact in the middle, as Sarunkumar sir was talking. Fact in the middle, dimensions in the surrounding. Entity and நடுவுல வச்சு attributes எல்லாம் தொடர்ந்து வச்சோம். Entities are in the center, attributes are in the surrounding. That was the case in our data. Our data is only like that. We have so many details, PAN number, GH number, that, this, like that. I don't want that. I want fact. Fact in the middle, dimensions in the surrounding. So, since there is a shift, now row-based database will not work. We need columnar database. So, if you want to understand Power BI, friends, my humble request, please learn about columnar database. What is the columnar database and why it is so useful for analysis? What is optimized here? How the data is working? I don't want a entire row. Anytime I will never want one entire row, but anytime I will read entire column only. Vouchers greater than 25,000. In that case, how will you read? Entire column only you need. Vouchers greater than 25,000. Voucher ID is enough. So here I don't require the details. I need dimension, means one field in the whole bus. அதனால தான் cleaning the data. You don't require all. Okay, let us cut it. Whatever not required, clean. Sanitize your data. Transform the data. Join the data. Split the data. Merge the data. Okay. So pivot the data. Unpivot the data. Okay. Oh my God. Our query is having so many aspects. Okay. You can't even believe. It's like a engine like this. Okay. Please give me data. Like that it says. Give me data. Give me. So like that it says. So give me huge data. Give me crores of records of data. Let me do it. Okay. Anyway, so that is why they have invented a new database which is called tabular engine. It is called tabular engine, which is available both in Power BI and also in Excel. So why we need this much of RAM? Because it is an internal memory based database. So if you are having only 8 GB and running Power BI, sorry sir, okay, it is not even work, not work. So please either upgrade or don't use Power BI, because otherwise it will be like already this case also. So minimum 30 GB, if it is there, it is good. So upgrade your system anyway. So let me come to this concept. So entire concept has changed from entity relationship to fact dimension. Okay. Let me tell you 4 important words. These words are so important. Fact, dimension, as sir was telling. Another 2 important words are measure, and another important word is hierarchy. So revolving around these 4 words only, Power BI is there. Not only Power BI, OLAP, Tableau, Google Data Studio. If you want, ask about any particular data analytical aspects. So we can see this concept of fact, dimension, measure, and hierarchy. So let me quickly tell about what is a fact, what is a dimension and all. Fact is nothing but truth about something happened, 5 questions answered. What happened, where happened, who done it, when happened, how much it is. If you are answering 5 questions, that's fact. So what is a dimension? Dimension is anything measurable. Having edge, having hard edge. Permanent, okay. We call it as master, okay. Example, let me take one thing. So, okay, let me take this one. So if you are taking this box, let us assume that is a box. How many dimensions this box is? 6 sides. Okay. How many dimensions? 3 dimensions, okay. Length, width and height. So, if you want to see the 3 dimension, I always tell to the students like this only, as a practical example. So, if you want to know how many dimensions, any particular object, you take the edge and see how many lines are moving. Okay. For example, you take rectangle, you take an edge. Edge means what? Corner. Okay. So, in that corner, how many lines are moving from that corner? Rectangle? 2. That's why it's how many dimensions? 2 dimensions. This particular box, think about it. I am taking this edge. How many lines are moving? This line, and this line. 3 dimensions. So from any particular edge, if there are how many dimensions? That many lines. There are how many lines? That many dimensions. Okay. Likewise, hardened edge is called dimension. Hardened edge. Something hardened in our data is nothing but permanent. Okay. Something permanent, which is not flexible, which is rigid. Customer is with us. Product is with us, employee is with us. Hope you can understand. All these are dimensions. So which is hardened in our data, permanent in our data, they are all called dimensions. And anything measurable is a dimension. Length, width, height, all these are dimensions. Now think about it. Same inch tape, I am trying to measure the length, width, height. Okay? Likewise, the same measure, I want to do it in the data also, which is nothing but what? Anything which is calculated unit. What is a measure? Calculated unit. So example what? Example sales, sum of sales, number of products. Okay? There are 11 kinds of numbers we have to understand. Anyway, what is a measure? Measure is nothing but calculated unit. So, let me tell about this measure. If you go to Power Pivot, you are having measures. Okay? Try to see that. What are we learning? Measure. A measure will measure any dimension. Okay. So, if you are taking sum of sales, the same sum of sales I am going to take for the customer, product, employee, like that. So, if you are doing that, that is the concept of what? OLA, measure. And then what is hierarchy? Hierarchy is nothing but different levels in dimensions. Okay, different levels in dimensions. So these are all fundamentals, friends, basics. Okay. So different levels. For example, if you are taking place as a dimension, then starting from country, region, state, all these are hierarchies. If you are taking employee as the dimension, starting from CEO to clerk. If you are taking product as a dimension, department, category, subcategory, like that. If you are taking time as a dimension, because friends, time is a very, very important dimension. All the facts are connected with the time only. If you want to tell your life story, without the timeline, can you tell? No. Your entire life story is based on what? Facts tied with what? Time. If you are taking any garland, the string is time. Facts are connected. So that is why time is a very, very important dimension we want to analyze. Last month sales to this month sales. Definitely we have to see. So that is why time is also a dimension. If you are taking time as a dimension, then what are the hierarchy? Decade, year, quarter, month, something. So now we are having various dimensions, various measures, various hierarchies, various facts. I want to connect all this in a single sentence. So let me try to connect this. Okay? So it is like this. Dimensions in different hierarchies, in different level of hierarchies, are measured by facts. So now I have connected all. Okay. So dimensions in different level of hierarchies are measured by facts. All these words now we have used it. So when you are going for OLAP data cube, again there are 5 kinds of analysis possible. They are all, I think you may be searching in the internet and then know about it. So let me also show it to you if you want. OLAP operations. If you are searching for OLAP operations, OLAP cube operations, because now we are seeing data as a multi-dimensional approach. Okay. You can see that 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 3 lakh 5,000 results are there, and if you go to images, everybody is talking about those 5 steps. Pivoting, dicing, slicing, drilling down, rolling up. If you don't know how to do it in data, then I am sorry. So how to do it in Power BI, we should be learning. Okay? So pivoting, dicing, slicing, drilling down, rolling up, each and everything is entirely different. So that will take another 1 day of class, so I don't want to touch it. If I go into it, that's all, I cannot come out. So I am not entering into it. So let us again come back to our Power BI. So this is the steps we want to do, and Power BI is capable of doing these steps wonderfully. So saying that, let us enter into Power BI. See, why we are learning about Power BI, friends? Even though Power BI is not the first software to do it. Okay? Previously, we got so many software products, data analytical software products, starting from Rapid Miner, KNIME. These are all open source products I am saying. I'm talking about 2013 friends. 2013, we have these many products available. But once Microsoft is taking that, immediately everybody started for it. Because of user friendliness. Number one is they are very much concerned about user friendliness. They are not the inventors, but they are not good innovators. That's what we can say. User friendliness is very important. Okay? Otherwise, people will not take it. So now let us go for Power BI, friends. Are you ready? Now let us get the data. Go to get the data. I can get the data from different sources, right? You may be knowing about various sources. You can't even believe these many sources available at least. Okay? So if you go to more, not the drinking more, okay? This is more. So more of this data. Please see this. How many kinds of connectors are available? Can't even think about it. Can't even think about it. Just like that, if you are typing R script, okay, I can get the data from R script. I can get the data from Python script, which is totally open source. Think about it. How Microsoft is actually involving, collaborating with open source community. Really amazing. Okay? Right. So let us come to our Excel workbook. So I want to go for Excel workbook because that is what I have given. So Excel workbook. Once we have got the data from Excel, it will be easy. So let me go to D drive and then our Power BI Institute. Okay, let us take the sample superstores. So can you do this side by side? Do you want to do it again? I hope you are following me. Get data, please do this. Go to get data, let me do it again. Please do this. I hope you are getting this window. Click this button. Can somebody help? People can help, correct? So, anybody requiring help, raise your hands. People are ready to help you. Okay, so go to Excel workbook, that's all. Click on the Excel workbook and select the file which I have shared with you, sample superstores. Okay, let us press OK, open. Now the system is having so many tables. I have properly named in such a way that fact, sales table, and all these are D. D stands for dimension. So we have sheets, we have tables. It is better to select what? Sheets or tables? Tables. Is it so? Anybody who is having different opinion here? Whether sheet is okay, table is okay? Both of them are okay? Yes? Okay. So if our Excel file is having only data, let me show you all of them. So the point is, sometimes if you are importing in a form of table, we go to rename the table. If you are using Power BI many times, you might be understood. But anyway, it's okay. Usually I do with sheets. I am having some different opinion, but anyway, we can choose table, not a problem. So let me try to select the table and then show you what is the problem. Anyway, so select the table. You select all the tables only, not the sheets. I am selecting all the tables. Have you done it? So fact and dimensions. I have selected all the sheets. Hope you have got it, friends. Any doubts? I hope you are following. Those who have done it, how many of you have done it? Raise your hands. If you have done it, help others side by side. Please help, sir. If you have done it, please help side by side. Okay, so if you have done it, then we can either load the data or transform the data. Okay. Since our entire data is already structured, anyway, let us enter into transform data, then we will load. Okay. So anyway, I can immediately load it, but I don't want to load because I want to tell you when we have to load, when we should not load. So let us try to transform the data first. Okay. We need not do any transformation. Already Sarankumar sir covered A to Z. Okay. So many areas. So that's why I am not handling it. Because Power Query, if you want to talk, how many of you have done Power Query? I think many people are using it. So everyone can take 3-day session. Everybody can take 3-day session, and everybody's sessions will be entirely different. Will you agree or not, sir? Definitely, okay. Their approach to the data will be entirely different. If I am giving some PDF file, if I am giving some remote sources, how are you applying is entirely different because it is unique. Your own approach is entirely unique. Right. So, hope you have got it. Any doubts? So, let us try to transform data. Now I am getting F sales table, D shipping mode, D segment, D place, D customer, D category. So, D means dimensions, F means fact. Fact, sales table, dimension. I have taken this data from Google Data Analytics because this particular data is covering so many dimensions and hierarchies so that it is very easy to explain. They have created this soft data set exclusively for analytics and Google Data Studio. So that I have taken and we are learning it in the Power BI. So such a kind of data set we must prepare from our institute for our people. So I have already asked Deepika, we are in the process of developing that kind of data set. Any kind of data fraud identification we should get it. So everything should be available inside the data set. Okay? Like that, such a kind of data set we are preparing. More than
60%.
60% done only. We wanted to, just like you are also not having any time for booking the tickets and all, we were also not having any time. We didn't know when this will happen. Idea was there some 3 months before onwards. But chairman was very much eager, but head office confirmation, all these things happened, rush. Forget about it. At least now it has happened. Okay? Let us